Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we got another Beatles update. It's pretty big haul, I would say. Over the past months, I would say these are just some records I haven't been able to show recently. So I got a few 45s and probably around 15 albums. So I'm just going to jump right into it. We're going to start off with the 45s. And the first one is Got to Get You Into My Life, backed with Helter Skelter. And this one's from 1976, and it's on the red-orange Capitol label. And I have this on the purple Capitol label as well. But it's nice to pick up this variation. And the next one I already showed in a previous video, but this is the promo of Watching the Wheels. And then pretty much a couple days later, I found the picture sleeve of Watching the Wheels. And Yes, I'm Your Angel. And here is the label. And B-side. Very nice shape. It's pretty similar to the promotional label. The promotional label has, the stars after the before and after the song title. So that's kind of neat. So those are the only 45s I got right now, and we're going to move on to the albums, the LPs. And first up, we're going to show one from Italy. This is The Birth of the Beatles, Volume 2. I had Volume 1. I got a while back, so I was finally able to find Volume 2. The gatefold. And these don't really sound the best. When I played Volume 1, the sound quality just wasn't really that good. But since I found Volume 2, I was like, might as well try to complete, the set. So, it's just got some early songs that they recorded, so it's nothing really you haven't heard before. I guess it's a pretty interesting label. If you find it for cheap, it might be worth picking up just to have a different copy of it if you're interested in that. Okay. Next up, we got Rubber Soul, US copy here. And what's special about this one is that it's in the shrink wrap. You can see some of the glare. There you go. And I found this for a really good price at a record store. And I already had this particular copy, but I guess it's an upgrade for sure. So it came with the original inner sleeve, and there's the label. This came out in 1965, and this is a Scranton pressing in mono. So very cool to have another Beatles album in shrink. Especially found it for a cheap price, which is really nice. I'm going to get this back in its sleeve here. There we go. Okay. Well, after Rubber Soul, we're going to go into another Rubber Soul. This one's from a different pressing plant. It's got the number 4 in the corner. The Scranton pressing has number 3, so just a slightly different pressing. I probably paid close to $5 for it. So for something that small of a variation, it's still nice to pick up. Again, label pretty similar to the other one, but yeah, just a variation. Nothing too special about this one. But it came with the original inner sleeve again, which is kind of a nice touch. So what do you think is up next after 2 Rubber Souls? Well, a third one. But this one is a First Press UK, and it is in mono. Here's the back. Also coming out in 1965. Here is the label, and this one is a Times New Roman, or has the serif type lettering on the label here. Played it, sounds really nice. And this also is a Garrett & Lofthouse sleeve as well. So very happy to have another first pressing in my collection. And after this next record I'm going to show you, I will have the original catalog in first pressing except for Please Please Me. So we got a collection of oldies but goodies. And this is a first pressing from the UK from 1966. Here's the back cover. And this is also a Garrett & Lofthouse sleeve. And this one is in the Times New Roman font, which is a first pressing. So I have first pressings from With the Beatles all the way up to Let It Be, and including the double Magical Mystery Tour EP. And I have a third pressing of Please Please Me. So I would like to have a black and gold pressing of Please Please Me to kind of complete the whole discography in first pressings for the UK. So that's really cool. And there's the original inner sleeve. So I'm really happy with these last two pickups here. I got it from the same seller. They're pretty reasonable prices. And happy to finally kind of get that completed. But right now we're going back to the US. And we have the Beatles Yesterday and Today. And this one's a little bit of a weird one. Because it has the RIAA Gold Record Award logo on it. But this is a reissue from 1966. Couldn't really find a whole lot of information about it. But yeah, it's in really nice shape. It's from the Scranton pressing plant. But it's still a reissue, I believe, since it has the stamp, but it's still from 1966 because there's no subsidiarity writing on the rim text on the label, and it looks like it's from 1966, and also the matrix numbers in the dead wax kind of make me believe it's from 1966. So if anyone has any extra information about this pressing, just please let me know in the comments, and I would appreciate it. But I believe this is a Pittman pressing from 1966. So that's all I got for that one. And now we're going back to the UK with Yellow Submarine. This is a reissue from 1978, and I believe this is the series from 1976 to 1978, but at the bottom it gives you the month and year, and this is the 1978 pressing. I'm not too sure if this came out from the blue box or not. Again, I couldn't really track down the specific information. But here's the label, kind of on a lighter Apple label than the original. And here's the back, or the B-side. So, nice to have a different pressing of Yellow Submarine in nice shape as well. Alright, we got a couple more Beatles records, and then I got a few solo stuff to show. Okay. Last two are also going to be from the US, and this is going to be Abbey Road. And this particular pressing is from 1971. It does not have Her Majesty on the cover, but it has Her Majesty on the label. This is a Winchester pressing. So there's the A side, there's the sliced apple, and it has Her Majesty in the bottom corner in there. See if you can zoom up on that. So just a slight label variation. And it's also in very nice shape too, so I'll compare it to some other pressings that I have as well. And lastly, we got Let It Be. I showed this in my Let It Be video, all the new releases, but I'll show it real quick again. It's on the throwback rainbow label from 1986 from the United States. Okay, and then we do have one Beatles-related album. This is a instrumental. I haven't seen this one before. Looked interesting. There's the back. It has one side Beatles and then one side of solo Beatles. So it has My Sweet Lord, My Love, Photograph, Give Me Love, Live and Let Die on side 1. Then Hey Jude, Yesterday, Let It Be, Something, and Michelle on side 2. So it has a good little mix of solo and group Beatles, and I kind of liked it as a little background music if I was ever in the mood for some instrumental. So now we're moving on to some solo stuff. I believe I got a couple from George Harrison, and then the rest are Paul McCartney. So we're going to start off with George Harrison, Living in the Material World, 1973. There's the back. And there's the gatefold. Comes with a inner sleeve here. And here is the label. Very happy to pick this one up. It's got a few of my favorite George Harrison songs on it. Been kind of out, have an eye out for it for a while, but it hasn't been the right price, or haven't really found it in that nice of shape. So finally glad to have that in the collection. Okay, there we go. And then the other George Harrison album is going to be Somewhere in England from 1981. Sorry about the glare. And this is in really, really nice shape. There's the inner sleeve. There's the back. And the other side of the inner sleeve has some lyrics. And it's on the Dark Horse label. Very nice shape. Glad to pick it up. Here we go. Alright, so next we're going to finish up, looks like about 4 Paul McCartney solo albums. And we're going to start off with a couple antique store finds that I found together for like a few dollars a piece, so I couldn't really pass them up. So we got Band on the Run. This is a Los Angeles pressing from 1973. There's the back. And it comes with the inner sleeve. Here's the label. And it does come with the poster, I believe. Yes, it came with the poster. I already did have a copy of this in my collection, but this is a slightly different pressing, and for a few bucks, found at an antique store, couldn't really pass it up. And so from the same antique store, they had Wings Back to the Egg. Again, I already have a copy of this, but it's just a slightly different pressing. This record is really beat up, so I won't probably be playing with it. Probably really shouldn't have got it. But again, for a few dollars, can't really pass it up. Anyway, so next up we got a 12-inch single of Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson of Say Say Say. And this is from 1983. There's the back. This is on the Columbia label. So there's Say Say Say. And then I believe the instrumental and Ode to the Koala Bear is on the back. So it's kind of a fun little record to pick up. And we're on our last album. Again, another Paul McCartney solo album. And it's from 1986, and it is Press to Play. I'm not all too familiar with this album. I probably need to give it some more listens before I can give you my view on if I like it or not. But just found it for a good price at a record store. Trying to complete Paul McCartney discography. So it was in pretty nice shape. Here's the inner sleeve. So I decided to pick it up. And here is the label. Alrighty, so that will do it for this Beatles update. Kind of a little bit of a longer video, so I apologize for that. But hopefully I'll be making some more videos during the holiday when I'm back home. And hopefully I'll have a little bit of a different, or have some different videos instead of just Beatles updates all the time. So look out for all of that coming up soon in the months of later November and December. So I'm kind of looking forward to that as well. So thank you for watching, and stay safe out there.